I'm live over here and I'm live over there. Hi, everybody. It's Crystalline, and today we're going to be talking about your human goals versus your divine purpose or God's agenda for you. Now, look, I'm spiritual, I'm not religious. So when I say God, I do not mean a biblical God. For me, God is alive in nature and it's in us. And it is life force energy. You can call it the universe, whatever you want to call it, that's up to you. But there is an intelligence in this world and it is alive in everything. It's the life force energy that's holding together this gorgeous pen and this gorgeous woman. So, my question for us today is what exactly do we do about our human goals when we have a clear divine purpose inside us? So, my name is Crystalline Bell. I am a spiritual mentor and I'm the founder of Badass Butterfly Alchemy Coaching. So, for me, this idea of having a purpose is real and it is paramount. Very often, we think about our purpose as being our work or something that we are doing, like writing a book, having children can be a purpose. But what I want us to kind of explore together today is what it actually means to have a purpose. Now, before I get started, I want to say that today is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays, it's Heal Yourself Tuesdays here on the Spiritual Business Hour with Crystalline Bell. So, today on Tuesdays, we're always going to be talking about ways that we can heal ourselves. And in the month of June, we're talking about our purpose and why it's so important. So, everything we're going to be talking about this month is aimed at helping you get more and more clear about your purpose. Why? Because your purpose is your power. Your purpose comes from God. So, wherever you are in alignment with your purpose, no matter what it is, you are fully in alignment with God. You're doing God's work. And this is important for healers and yogis, Reiki masters, astrologers. If you are someone who's working in the esoteric world, this is really important for you to know because your relationship with your purpose is going to give you a sense of value, but it's also going to help bring up some of your greatest challenges. Because even though where you have your purpose is where you're going to experience a lot of grace, it's also going to be where you experience the most challenge. So, understanding this is really important for us because a lot of times healers, we feel like we should be able to align ourselves with God and things should kind of just come naturally and easily for us. But that is a myth and an untruth that has been perpetuated by the spiritual community. And I think that's doing a lot of damage. It's doing damage because it's making people feel alienated, like, oh, I'm a life coach and this should come easy for me. Well, actually, no, it should not come easy for you because if it came easy for you, where's the challenge? Where's the expansion, right? So in the spiritual community, there is a lot of talk about, oh, everything comes to me because all I have to do is just be. But actually, no, you have to do things. So if your purpose involves having a business like mine does, I'm a life coach, I'm a six-figure life coach, and I help other women establish their six-figure life coaching businesses. That's what I do. That's my purpose. But in order to live in this purpose, I actually have to do material things. It's not just about opening up and just sitting here and then I wake up and my funnels are built, or I wake up and my book is written, or I wake up and my group has 1 million followers in it or has 1 million people in it. Those people who are doing those, who have all those material countable, tangible things are not just sitting back and opening up to spirit. They're actually taking action, and they're making it look easy because they're good at what they do. It's not that it's easy, and I'm not saying that it's hard, but it's that they have actually done work. And you are seeing the outward expression, but you're not seeing all the work that they've done. I've put together this live stream. It was a lot of work to build this live stream, to build the technology that we're delivering on, to build the messages, to build the funnels that lead people to this live stream, to set up the group where we have your cheat sheets and all that stuff. You don't see the work that I do, but that doesn't mean that I just sat back and God did it for me. God does things through us. So, the purpose of today's live stream is to help you get in touch with your purpose so that you can step more fully into it and embrace it in all its many forms. I love my job. I love my work. I am fully in my purpose, working with students, working with clients, working with women coaches. I am 100% in my purpose. And it's a lot of work. And sometimes there are tears, okay? Because sometimes it hurts. Sometimes, growing hurts, man. Healing hurts. And there's nothing wrong with that. We're humans and we are supposed to live a full spectrum life, and that's a blessing. So I have some notes here for us, and I first of all want to say that if you stay with me until the end of this session, we are going to do a very short healing together. I'm going to run some Reiki for whoever's on this call, whoever's watching. All right, I'm going to run some energy through us just to help us clear resistance to our purpose, to help us awaken to our purpose, and to understand that it's not just about like, oh, I'm successful and everything works for me, that actually it is perfectly okay to experience some pain and even to struggle. All right. In a different live stream, I would talk to you about how to break the patterns of struggle, because look, there are times when you're going to struggle and you struggle to get a lesson, and then you move on with the lesson learned and you grow from that. But if you're somebody who lives on the struggle bus, or who's always in the struggle bus, that's a different story. When you're struggling like that, you are stuck. And if your life is always a struggle, then you are doing something wrong. That is not your purpose. Your purpose is not to just live your life and struggle. Okay? I've got a dear friend whom I love, and this beautiful, highly intelligent woman is struggling all the time, and it is taking a toll on her body. It's taking a toll on her relationships. It's taking a toll on her bank account. Okay. You do not have to struggle like that. That is a choice that she is making. We've spoken about that. So she knows where I stand on it. Anyway, so stay till the end and you'll get this Reiki session that I'm going to be taking us through. And also, I want to let you know that we have a cheat sheet that you can use. And I release these every week. So, how do you get the cheat sheet? Well, you have to sign up for the live stream. Okay, I've created the spiritual business hour. That's this live stream that we're watching. But I've also created the Spiritual Business Hub. That is the community of people who want to know more about this live stream, who want to support it, who want to watch it. It's free to join. But what I've done is I've made the cheat sheets for you and I've put them in the community. So it's free to join the community. It is free to get the cheat sheets. And there's a new cheat sheet every single week. They're beautiful. They're beautifully designed. And they are based on what we're working on every single week. So you get one cheat sheet per week. All right. So here's the link. I'm popping that here in the comments. And if you're watching this from the group, I hope you are. Hoo-hoo. I hope you're watching it from the group. You may not be because I think I messed that up. That's okay. I'll get it right tomorrow. All right. I'll get it right tomorrow. The cheat sheets are in the learning tab. So just at the top, go to learning and open it up, and you will see it says Badass Butterflies Spiritual Business Cheat Sheets or something like that. It says it in there. You will find it. Okay. So, all right, what are we going to be talking about today? We are talking about answering the call, answering your divine calling, and it's your human goals versus your divine calling. So, here's what I want you to understand. Your divine calling is literally from God. That is your gift, all right? God is in you, God is alive in you, and your unique purpose is a gift. Now, we all have it, and on many levels, we are aware of it. But the more we are in our pain body, the less we can hear that calling, the less able we are to respond to that calling. So it's important to understand that pain, both emotional pain and physical pain, will block your awareness of your calling, but also block your expression of your calling. What are some of the examples of that pain? Well, feelings of fear, meaning I'm afraid to pursue my calling. I'm afraid that people won't like me. I'm afraid I'm not going to get clients. What if nobody buys my book? What if I can't do it? What if I invest all my heart and my soul and my energy and my money into this endeavor and I don't get it back? All of that is fear talking, and that blocks your calling. Okay. If God puts an idea in you, then it is for you to live it and to allow God to move through you. Just like I'm showing up here, I've been awake since 1 o'clock this morning, and here it is, 2:12 in the afternoon, and I'm here with my energy up, and I'm going to keep going until I'm done tonight at 7. Then I'm going to unwind and get on with my night. But I'm allowing God to flow through me. I'm not letting anything stop me. Oh, I didn't sleep last night. I'm not going to do my live stream. Yeah, I'm going to do the live stream because I keep my promises to myself, because God is here for me and I'm here for God. And again, I'm talking about God. I'm feeling very religious right now, but that's not actually what's happening. Sorry. This is my own process. Like, God this and God that. You're getting ready to sound like you were like all about God, when really it's, for me, I'm not limiting God by a name. It's universal life force energy. Anyway, so there's pain that stops us from hearing our calling. That is fear, unworthiness, and there's this belief that maybe we want too much, that we're being greedy. We think that we're spiritual, therefore we should be like somehow paupers and we should not be focused on money. I don't believe that. I believe that life force energy is meant to be powerful, and money is a great expression of power in this world, and it allows us to have power over ourselves, but also power out in the world to create. That for me is really important. Now, there's also pain, though, that stops us from trusting our calling. And that's where there's a gap between like the divine calling and the divine vision versus our own human reality of bills that need to be paid, needing to develop systems, and needing to create a strategy. So, in other words, here we are, we've got this incredible gift. where we feel like we want to do something. We feel like we want to be a life coach. We feel like we want to own our own business. And we feel like we want to serve other people. And it's very easy for us to dream and to think about how much we want to serve people. And it's so easy for us to dream about all the wonderful things we want to do. I want to speak on these stages. I want to write this book. I want to do this book signing. I want to do a TED Talk. I want to be in Bali doing retreats, right? All of that is very easy to dream about. It's very easy to contemplate. It's very easy to consider. But the reality comes in when, we're here in the 3D world and we can't just snap our fingers and find ourselves in Bali. We actually have to go through the steps. And that requires us to trust, and it requires us to understand that there is a process. Now, part of this process, we say it, trust the process. Part of that is divine. Part of it is the fact that we are physical beings, but we have this divine nature. We have this incredible connection to energy. Our hearts are super magnetic. Our mind is super magnetic. We are powerful from the inside out. But at the same time, all these little steps have to happen. You have to write the social media post, and then you have to share the social media post. You have to get the picture for the social media post, and then you have to create the email that says, hey, I made a social media post. All these different things. And you have to send that email, and then you want to send another one and follow up on it. All of these things require energy and time. And when we talk about it, we can see, oh, all I have to do is this. But anyone who actually has a successful coaching or healing business knows that in order to bring in consistent income, you have to compound a lot of little steps. And all of a sudden, you realize that you are doing a lot. So there is a gap between your divine calling and actually making it manifest in the world successfully. It's really easy to go to coaching school or healing school and then to find yourself like doing school all the time. I know people who get one certification, and like that certification means you can go out there and build your business and work. But what do? They go get another certification, and then they get another certification, then they get another certification. And what's happening is there's imposter syndrome that's acting inside them. And then they say things like, oh, I just don't feel qualified enough. And that's imposter syndrome. However, the thing to understand is that that imposter syndrome is there, but they are hiding behind it. They are hiding behind imposter syndrome because they don't ever want to have to actually do the work. And it's a subconscious process that's at work here. So, understanding that there is a gap between your spiritual self and the self who actually has to do things is really important part of this. Now, for me, I am very much a spiritual person. Obviously, I've said the word God in this live stream probably 15 times already. I ain't lying. However, I want it to be understood that I'm very spiritual, but I'm also incredibly like wedded to the material world. I love being in my physical body. I love beautiful things. Look at me. I got this pen here. I can barely put this pen down. I come in, I see my pens. I have multiple pens and I'm in love with them. I love objects that are man-made. Don't get me wrong. I love my nature too. I spend a lot of time in nature. If you've been following me on Facebook, you'll know that I've been following the paths of some beautiful hummingbirds. Now, nature is a part of the physical. I revel in nature just like I revel in man-made products. Okay. So I love being spiritual and I love also being physical. I love making money. I love running my business. But all of these things belong in the conversation around your divine calling, because your calling is not here just to serve God. It is to serve the divine. It is to serve man. It is to bring love and creativity into the world. However, that's not all it's supposed to do. That is not everything, my friend. All right. So we have to understand that we have this relationship between our divine self, which wants to be effervescent and connected. And then we have our physical self, which wants to revel in the play and, who enjoys counting her money. Now, we need to trust that there is a divine truth in our business and there's a divine truth in our souls as well. So it's not just one or the others. We need to have the systems, the structures, and the strategy in order to manifest our goals in the physical world. So dreaming big is really important, but how are we going to dream big? I remember I remember this is so interesting. And I'm sorry, this is a little bit of a shift in mood here, but when I was young, I was told very often, number one, that I was unworthy, that I was unattractive, and that I would never be able to take care of myself and I would never have anything. All those things I was told. And the reason why this is important is because, number one, I actually believed all of that. But then the shift came when I understood but that living through that was part of my purpose. So part of my purpose is helping women overcome trauma, negative thinking, negative thought patterns, old subconscious stuck programming. Part of my job is to help women overcome that. I couldn't help the women that I help if I had not experienced that myself. So that is a part of my purpose. And I want you to understand that as you're creating in this world, those opportunities to look at your trauma, to heal your trauma, and then to help it with other people is a part of the purpose. So your purpose is not, I am to be a life coach. Your purpose is, I struggled. I don't want other people to struggle. I know how to overcome this struggle because I did overcome it. I want to be a life coach. So it all belongs together. This is alchemy in action. Now, again, we can trust the divine with our business, and we still have to play by the human rules, which means that we need to learn strategy. We need to learn structure. We can't just be woo-woo without having structure for our business, okay? All right, so this week's cheat sheet is called You Were Called to This Work for a Reason, okay? And it's designed to help you get really specific about what your calling is about. It's meant to help you identify the gifts that you have, and it's it's meant to help you uncover those gifts that you hate. So a lot of times people come, they want to work with me and they want to complain about the things that they've gone through. And some of them are still pointing fingers at, they're pointing fingers at their victimizers, they're pointing fingers at their parents, and all the people who did them wrong many, many years ago. The thing is, while I do not invalidate any of those things, I don't encourage people to carry those things along into their new lives. And, if you want to be a life coach, or, you're trying to run your coaching business, but you're not able to break through the same kind of glass ceilings that you noticed you had when you were in the corporate world, it's because there's a part of your self concept that is still stuck in that place. And this healing work is really going to be about getting clear um, around, what are those factors that bug you but actually serve you. I think that's really important. So let's talk right now. Let's go ahead and start wrapping up for the day. Um, we're going to do this healing. And I want to do the healing around, I want to do the healing around the shadow that blocks the shadow that blocks your purpose. So let's go ahead and close our eyes. If you can close your eyes, this is not really, I'm not trying to lull you into a meditative state. Okay. We only have 5 minutes, and this is not really me trying to lull you into a deep meditation. It's really just me wanting to talk to you and to kind of speak love into you, and to speak ignition into your purpose. So just taking a few slow, deep breaths. Again, this is Heal Yourself Tuesdays. And today we're talking about healing your relationship with your purpose. And I want you to imagine your true self. Now, I'm not talking about, the part of you that is, got cream colored skin or dark chocolate skin. I'm not talking about that part of you. I'm talking about the truth of who you are, which is light. So just take a deep breath, and as you inhale, breathe in, I am light. And that is the truth, plain and simple. Your light has a purpose. And the purpose of light is creation and expansion. And that is why your light has chosen you to express itself in your lifetime. You are light, and you are living this human experience. And what a gift that is. What I want you to do right now is I want you to embrace the entirety of your being. Embrace yourself, embrace your challenges, embrace your blessings, embrace your gifts, embrace your past experiences. And with your next inhalation, I want you to breathe in a deep sense of gratitude. I am grateful for all of these experiences because they have shaped me into the woman I am now. I am light. And now I want you to understand, I want you to allow yourself to receive that everything that you have experienced is a gift. And it has led you to where you are right now. And from where you are right now is a brand new day, a brand new horizon. A brand new horizon is before you. And as you stand at the edge of a great precipice, I want you to look out and I want you to see a great ball of light far in the distance, far, far away. And as you inhale, I want you to bring that light rapidly to you, bringing that light rapidly to you. And as that light comes, it clears away everything that was there, everything that was in its path, everything that's around it. And you allow that light to enter your entire being. And that is your great potential. And as you breathe in, just allow yourself to accept and receive that light on a cellular level. This light is not here to judge you. It's not here to give you blessings conditionally. This is unconditional light. It is unconditional love. And I want you to embrace that and let it fill you up from head to toe, inside and out. With this light, you are renewed. Your purpose is renewed. And from this place, I want you to set one goal that is strictly for you, your human self. One goal for your human self that you want more than anything. Don't judge it. Be honest. Be raw. And understand that in this moment, you are perfectly aligned with your goal, with your dream, and with your purpose. You can totally have your goal, you can have your dream, and you can have your purpose at the same time. You can unite your human goals with God's will. And that is a blessing. That is your blessing. Take your time, open your eyes, come on back into the space. I'm so happy that you joined me for today. Thank you for joining me at the Spiritual Business Hour with Crystalline Bell. My name's Crystalline Bell, and I am a spiritual business mentor. I work with spiritual women, and I help them build their six-figure businesses, all the pieces. And I guide you through that. That's my pleasure. Please sign up to get these live streams delivered to you daily. They're put in our group daily. I don't email you daily. I'm not going to email you every day. You don't need me to do that. We have everything in the Spiritual Business Hub. So what I do actually, and I'll just tell you right now, what I do in the Business Hub is I've put the cheat sheets in there, and then we put the live streams in there as well. So you get to go in there when you want, and you can watch the live streams and get the cheat sheets. But here's the thing. It is a community of really awesome women. Now, right now, this is just the second episode. We're brand new. So if you come in there now, you're going to be a foundational member. But what we're doing is just starting to build community. So I'm really, really happy that you're here. I hope that you will join me. I actually created a QR code right there. I'm looking at it. You can use that QR code, and that'll take you right to the sign up. It's free to sign up, and I hope you will. I look forward to meeting you. All right, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Bye for now, friends. Bye.